Hello, happy Thanksgiving. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Becca, how are you? Hi, Wanda, how are you? Hi, Katie Louise. Hi, Renata, how are you? Hi, country girl. How's everybody doing? Hi, Michael, how are you? Hello. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day who's celebrating. I'm well, thank you. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate it. Hi, Degree 33. Hi, Emlyn. How are you? Oh, Zach, I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Jody. Bonjour, Ronnie. Happy Thanksgiving. Hello. How are you, Chevy girl? Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Kaz. Oh, thank you so much, Alma. You're very kind. Hi, Sasha. Freezing and cat sitting. Oh, it is cold these days, isn't it? Hi, Sharon. Hello. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Peter. How's everybody doing today? I'm good. Becca, what's your day been like today? Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. You're a little confused and brokenhearted. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, gosh, your ankle. I hope you feel better. Thanks, Judy. How are you doing? I'm back home, yes. You did a turkey? Nice. 3 platforms, James. Yeah. I laugh. Oh, my hair's standing up all over the place now. Yeah, on 3 platforms right now. Oh, thanks, Emma. Very cold, but wonderful. Yeah, is my mom with me? No, not with me now, no. Hi, Nick. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, I appreciate it, James. I hope everybody's doing well. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing? Hi, Yomishi. How are you? I hope everybody is happy and in good spirits today, spending time with those you love. The lighting is so weird today because it feels like it's so dark outside that any light that I put on feels like, so I apologize. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to those that are celebrating. Mercury retrograde has taken over the weather. You know what's funny? So many people are telling me that the Mercury retrograde energy is very heavy right now. Thank you, T. Happy Thanksgiving. I appreciate it, Nick. I'm celebrating with you all in spirit. Canadian Thanksgiving was in October. So essentially, you know, it's the same thing, just at a different time. So I'm envious of the turkey dinner and the desserts. I would love that myself. Oh, you're under the weather. I'm sorry to hear that, Sarah. You're from Canada too? Nice, Ella. So tell me, everybody, what's the vibe today? What's the word of the day? How are you feeling? I'm well, Kathy. I'm well, thank you. Hi, Mike. How are you? I'm curious to know, like I said, what's the word of the day? We have Mercury retro. We have a new moon in Sagittarius coming up at the end of the week. Lots coming through. You feel nostalgic, Ronnie? You feel tired, Jody? I can understand that. You had enough for both of us? Oh, Nick, I'm envious. I would love to. You're in Ontario, Canada, 1964? I am as well. First world problem, but sad as you have to cancel your birthday celebration tomorrow as it was all outdoors. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Trish. Sending you lots of love for your birthday. You're seeing a lot of angel numbers right now? The new moon is on the 30th or 1st of December, depending on where you live in the world. So James wishes everybody a happy Thanksgiving from Canada. My fellow Canadian. Oh, Nick says sending love to Trish. Yes. What's the difference between American and Canadian Thanksgiving? Nothing. We still do a turkey dinner. I mean, not everybody does turkey dinner, but I would say like the traditional idea of a dinner. Oh, you're in Cambridge. I'm not in Cambridge currently, no, but I know Cambridge very well. I'm from Southern Ontario originally. Angela, every day's a new day. I know that's not easy when you're feeling down, but this too shall pass. Always important to know, you know? Oh, Trish says thanks to Nick. So I'm on 3 platforms right now, just in case anybody is wondering why I'm looking in different directions. Ronnie's sending hello to IG. TikTok number 1. Well, we got YouTube in the mix too, Ronnie. So we don't want to rank. We don't want to rank all 3. Hi, Suzette. How are you? So, hi, Hillary. How are you? Another fellow Canadian. Hi, Jackie. How are you? You're from PEI? No snow yet? Yeah, we don't have snow either, but I did see that there could be some snow this weekend, depending on where you are. North of Toronto, we'll probably get more. You're looking forward to 2025? Me too. Me too. That's funny, Ronnie. With love, we rank. Or I should say, you rank them. Hi, Donna. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving, miss. No, we don't have any snow, Jody. We haven't had any major snowfall here yet in Ontario. You have snow right now, -17, Hillary. Oh my goodness. I feel you. Hi, Garns. Garns, I was laughing. I think it was your comment. Was it your comment that you said about Gem when I mentioned it's Showtime synergy on my video the other day? I think it was you. If I'm mistaken, sorry, but it was funny when I saw your response because it's something that many of us of a certain age will remember for sure. Hi, Serge. And you thought 40 was cold. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Maddie's Mystic Tarot. How are you? Happiness to you too and good vibes. Yeah, it was you, right? Yeah. Hi, Elza. How are you? Hi, Mary. Turning 50 in January, so looking forward to 2025. You're ready? You were just saying Showtime in your head? No way. I was referring to, if you remember Gem and the Holograms back in the 80s, and she goes, it's Showtime synergy. And I said it in my video the other day, and I laughed at myself because I was like, well, geez, that really shows my age. Not there's anything wrong with that, but hi, Pam. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Chrissy. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Hi, Doug. How are you? Thank you, Cam. You're old enough to remember Gem. I had all the dolls. I had all the dolls back in the day. Not all of them, but many of them. I was obsessed. Yeah, she's truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Oh, thanks, Mary. 44 years young. You went live earlier also? Yes, all is well. Pam, I keep missing you on live. I'm sorry. I've been meaning to spend more time on TikTok lately. I've been so busy. Your mom moved into a senior's home 3 weeks ago. Oh, Paul, I hope she's doing well. I'm sending you lots of love. I've missed seeing you, Paul. I've actually been curious if there's any updates since the last time we talked. Barbie, I loved Barbie too, Emma, for sure, for sure. TikTok has changed. Yeah, it has a bit, Pam. I do agree with you. So Pam, right now I'm live on 3 platforms. I'm live on TikTok, on YouTube, and Instagram. And Polly Pockets. Polly Pockets was a little bit after me, but yes, I do remember Polly Pocket, yes. Oh, no, Emblem, it's an American, mostly American thing, Gem and the Holograms. Basically, Hannah Montana was basically a version of, or a new version of Gem and the Holograms. She's Jerica by day, she touches her earrings and she becomes Gem, and she's this pink-haired rock star, you know. Karma's right here, actually, Ronnie. She's about to jump up here. It's your 4-year anniversary on TikTok. And you know what's interesting, Pam, is that my 4-year anniversary is coming up in March. So we're not far off in time. You know what? Age is just a number, Mary. That's the thing. You've never heard of it? Emlyn, I'm sure, Google it. Gem and the Holograms, Jem. Yeah. You moved in with your fiance and, oh, you're in Binbrook, Ontario. Oh, I'm excited for you too. Awesome, Paul. Super excited. Tara, bees are all about hard work and diligence. So that's a good thing. Hi, William. How are you? Ireland is beautiful. I actually just was at the Dublin airport not that long ago. You remember Gem? Do you? Yeah, Pam. It was so popular back in the 80s, right? Well, what are we talking about today? Oh, and My Little Pony, of course, Katie. Absolutely. You love Gem? Yeah, I did too. I wanted her boyfriend Rio with his purple hair and purple suit jacket, you know. I had the doll. He had the purple pants as well to match. Are you being ghosted, Joy? Well, that's a very good question. I mean, It depends how long it's been since you've spoken or what the circumstances were. Care Bears, I had Care Bears too, Nick. Oh my goodness, I have them somewhere. So tell me, all right, word of the day. Some of you have given me your word of the day. If any of you want to add to the mix, let me know, but let's pull some cards. Let's kind of see what's going on. Let's feel it out. Oh, Prakash, I didn't see your comments. What were your comments? My apologies. I'm on 3 platforms at once. So you feel stuffed. Gratitude. He was cooler than Barbie's Ken. He sure was, Garns. He sure was. Discernment, Donald. Yeah, I hear you. Frustrated. How come, Sarah? Why the frustration? Karma Kitty is laying already behind me. Oh, thanks, Sarah. You're very kind. Hopeful. Let's see what's going on in the energy. You feel neglected, Susan? How come? Current energy is the Strength card. I haven't used these cards in ages. I found them in a little crate that I have in my office. I didn't even realize. You're filled with major gratitude. Good for you, Tara. I'm happy to hear that. I have an iPad and 2 phones going at once, Pam. So, because you know what? Mine as well. Mine as well. I have, some people tell me that they don't have social media, as in like TikTok or Instagram. They just use YouTube. And then sometimes people say, I don't use YouTube, so I might as well be on all 3. You had the wallpaper too, the Care Bears wallpaper. I think Care Bears was everything. You love the color? Yeah, the blue. I think this is like it's like an angel tarot, I think is what it is. Yeah, I'm multitasking, Ronnie. It's the high school teacher in me that multitasks, right? Oh, you're left on red. I'm sorry, Susan. That's always hard. Hi, Patty. Oh, good, Pam. I'm glad to hear that. We've talked about that before, about YouTube. This is the Strength card. Do I sell tarot cards? Oh, no, I don't, Emlyn. I would love to make my own deck, though. Deck with an E, in case anybody hasn't heard me differentiate the two, because, deck, we want to make sure we're using the right words. Hi, Brenda. If anybody doesn't know our sense of humor, especially on YouTube, we have quite the jokes in our online family. But yes, I would love to make my own deck. Hi, Jose. How are you? Nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, deck with an E. We make it a large E just in case to differentiate, right? But the Strength card says, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. What a day, really, to have a card like this, You got sparked on Halloween and was too scared to give them your number, and now you're sad. Don't think the universe brings people back together. You never know, though, Sarah. Sarah, I want you to change that wording and that mindset. Because when you say, and I don't mean to quote you, but you just said, I just don't want to burden anyone with your chronic illness. Sarah, that is for someone else to decide, not you. And I say that to you with respect and with love. Okay? You were left on red too, Jasmine. I'm sorry to hear that. You made that mistake on your live also? Yeah, I know. Deck with an E. Because sometimes it's like certain words can sound like other words. Hola, Ruby. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving. That message is for you too. Oh, I appreciate it, Ruby. Thank you. Well, Sarah, this is the thing. Let me share a very quick story. And Alex just said on IG, it does happen, Sarah. And I want to share like a very, very, very quick story. Thank you, Jody. A friend of mine, many years ago, said to me, Kel, what would he want with me? I'm this age. I have this many kids. I have this, and this. And who wants to be with me? And she would find all these reasons, why it's not possible. And I would say, stop projecting or speaking on other people's behalf, because it's up to them, not you. If somebody's going to engage, they're going to engage with you. If they want to, choose the relationship or the connection, you two will do that together. Don't worry about what other people might say or influence. Let the person decide for themselves. There's no outside factors. Hi, Diddy. How are you? So, hi, Learning. How are you? You feel, okay, so not being listened to or heard, legal issues, a little personal. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sarah. It's tough. Very tough. And so I think sometimes we project and we put it out there. And if you keep projecting, hi, Frank, if you keep projecting that nobody will want this, nobody will engage in this, then you're going to manifest that completely. You would say, let go. You feel so much better after letting go. Yeah. Oh, you're sweet, Steph. I appreciate it. If they want to, they would. Well, I'll put it to you this, I'll put it to you this way. I do agree and I disagree. I'm not a subscriber of if he wanted to, he would, or if she wanted to, she would, because that's like saying to somebody who's depressed, if you didn't want to be depressed, you wouldn't be. You wouldn't have anxiety if you didn't want to have anxiety. So I would just say, there are factors as to why people do things or they don't do things, but look, nothing that's meant for you is ever going to pass you by. So if you have an open heart and you believe that the possibilities are there, you have a really good chance of getting things that are amazing. They may not always be in the package that you want. No spiciness intended, because I know my online family, but it may not always be in the package that you want, but it might be what's best for you. I think that the right person, I agree, Becca, will be there regardless. Listen, the universe gives us what we need, not always what we want, But I do think that there are a lot of possibilities. And there's a reading that I posted. I haven't put it up on YouTube yet. It's the chakra reading for the week. I apologize. I meant to put the chakra reading up. I know, easy, Ronnie. We're just starting. I know we're gonna ease into it today. Ease into the spiciness. We're all well behaved, says Jose. Sometimes we are. Sometimes we are. But what if you have to choose between two people? Then you've got to just make a choice and go with it and see where it takes you. We're doing a general collective reading. So if you'd like a personal reading, I can offer that to you, but that would be through my website. Our imaginations run wild, especially in Sag season. Yes, Sag season. You'd like a nice package of who wouldn't? You're seeing 111 and 123. 123 means you're on your way up, Judy. 111 is new beginnings, So let's take a look. Let's clarify that. The Strength card, let's see what we need to know. The Bridge, communication. Here's the thing. You would like a big Christmas package under your tree? Perfect. Wouldn't we all? Here's the thing. I believe that the full moon in Gemini, which is coming up in a few weeks, is going to be important. That is the card or the energy that says the answers you need are coming. And so when I was filming the chakra reading today, because like I said earlier, sorry if I got interrupted, I couldn't get it out on Tuesday, couldn't get it out on Wednesday, on Wednesday. Today's Thursday. It'll be up there tonight after I'm done on here. But some interesting messages. I mean, anything is possible. I think people have to recognize that perception is everything, right? You saw a black butterfly while you were in the supermarket. Well, I mean, listen, butterflies are all about transformation. 701 or 702, every number means something, Emmeline. It depends on how you put the numbers together because, 7 plus 0 plus 1 is 8. 7 plus 2 is 9. There's many variations of numbers that you could look at. Will you find an apartment soon? So Beth, I'm going to give you a piece of advice that I give people all the time. And I know you're asking a question, so I'm not criticizing the question. The word will indicates that you have doubt because it's a question word. Don't doubt that you're going to find an apartment soon. Because any words that are question words basically mean that you don't believe it, right? So a bright orange butterfly. Beautiful orange can also be, keep in mind, your sacral chakra, right? So let's see. Let's take a look at the potential or challenge. Oops, I thought that card was going to come out and it didn't. Am I an empath? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I am. Sorry, I was reading two things at once. Yes, I am. Yeah, you keep seeing similar messages. End of a tough cycle. Absolutely. You felt stuck, Steph. A lot of people feel stuck. This is what I talked about actually in the reading today on YouTube, again, that's being uploaded right now. And that is, a lot of people are fighting the shift. I can't tell you how many people I know are holding on very tightly so that they don't shift or they revert backwards because they're afraid of what the shift will bring. Holy shift, right? It means the unknown. And everybody's in this energy of like, what am I going to worry about when I have nothing to worry about? Or there's almost this anxiety of like, what happens when the year ends? We're getting closer to the end of 2024. People are afraid of 2025. They're afraid of the unknown. Yeah, sleep is definitely messed up, Emma, right now, for sure. I'm having very vivid dreams, waking up a bunch of times in the night. So look, the potential or challenge, I appreciate it, Corin, thank you. Ace of Air, truth, clarity. People are afraid of what the truth is right now. You know, it's saying brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. Yeah, I mean, look, the answers you need are coming. There are things that are going to come to light, whether you like them or not like them. And you're going to have to just deal with them. And I think the best advice I can give people right now is to be very careful with predictive programming. A lot of people are feeling unrest in regards to the politics in the world or what's going to happen next year. You have no way of knowing until you cross that bridge. You have no way of knowing. You can't change things from the top down. You can only change them from the bottom up, and that means within ourselves. You feel stuck to your doctor won't give you medication or wants to give you medication rather than go through the feelings and listen to high frequency music. So, or find someone who will help you then in the way in which you'd like. There's many doctors. Try to find the right one for you. When are they going to come to light? So then when we start saying when, like when, this is when we're trying to control the outcome, and this is where we don't manifest the things that we want. So my advice is don't worry about the who, what, when, where, why, and how. You can't. You can't predictive program it. You can't try to control it. Your mom has dementia. I'm sorry to hear that, Mary. My dad had dementia and Parkinson's before he passed, so I understand. Your husband is a control freak, keeps her from us, 3 girls holiday. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Shabam, I don't really get into politics necessarily because really it's one of those things that I think people are going to have their views either way. I think we have to always be careful that we're not manifesting things that we don't want, right? Yeah, when builds resistance. Exactly, Nick. Exactly. What's a good way to contribute to the collective? So, Teal, in my opinion, it's to be in good energy yourself. Yeah, exactly. Nobody can predict the future. We can't control the outcome. No, but we can read energies. That's why many different tools can read energies. But a lot of us have to remember that we have the power within. We have intuition. We have the ability to connect, right? So it's always about focusing on yourself. I know, Ronnie, it's very hard. I completely understand. I get a lot of people that come to me in fear about what are the politics coming up. And all I can say is this: you can't change the system from the top down. Thank you, Mrs. Happy. I appreciate it. You cannot change any of this from the top down. All you can do is change things within you. Being in positive energy. Now, listen, we know that not everything is rainbows and butterflies and it's going to be amazing at every moment. Hi, Becky. But what you can do is focus on you and not let yourself consume so much that you become influenced. Sometimes you just got to turn it off and focus on you. Yeah, and Ronnie, most importantly than serving or helping others is to help yourself. You know, I'm going to mention something, and I'm not picking at what you said, Ronnie. I just want to make a point about something. You're welcome, Teal. Do I ever use my body as a pendulum? I can use pendulums. I can't say it's my choice of tools, but I can if I want to. So, Ronnie, what you just said, you know, I heard somebody tell me that they were watching a podcast, and the podcast talked about how important it is to be of service to others. And one thing that kind of bothers me about that statement is that it's not a full statement. It's a partially true statement. Meaning, yes, it's okay to be of service to others, but the overgiving aspect is the issue. Not everything should be about what can I do for everybody else, because somehow we're programmed to this overthinking, overdoing, always being everything to everyone. And when we do that, thank you, Sue. When we do that, it actually puts us in the worst possible position, because when we're in that masculine energy of overgiving, problem solving, being everything to everyone and doing, it just pulls everything in the wrong direction. Hi, Linda. I was thinking about you too recently. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you too. I would love to catch up one day soon, Linda. So I think we're under the impression that giving is feminine energy. It means like, oh, being a mother and nurturing. No, that's not the same thing. Nurturing is trusting the process. It's allowing things to unfold naturally. As I always say, the garden does not grow vegetables overnight. You can't go busting out the Miracle Grow thinking that all of a sudden you're going to make things happen quicker. Nurturing is feminine energy. Masculine energy is giving, providing, doing. And so therefore, you don't have to be of service to everyone. You don't have to overgive to everyone. And whenever I see, hi, Anne, happy Thanksgiving. And when I see people say things such as, well, gift giving is my love language. No, it is not. That is not what love languages mean. How you receive love. Maybe you like to receive gifts. That's a love language. Giving gifts to everybody else, I'm sorry, that's not a love language. That's an I'm overgiving to everybody. That's me people pleasing. That's trying to elicit a feeling of validation. And I'm not saying that people don't like to give. I love to give too, but it can't be at your expense. So side note, thank you for coming to my TED Talk about, about overgiving, but you've been overgiving for so many years because you have 3 kids and you're a stay-at-home mom. And so that's a very common feeling. Okay, meaning a mom who does everything for everyone. But the role of a mother is actually not to be everything to everyone. Hi, Shell. I've missed you too. The role of a mother is to nurture, right? Well, Emlyn, I can help you change that. I think there's got to be a balance of equal giving and receiving. I always say that. And here's the yarn card. For whatever reason, communication is complicated right now. I mean, well, Mercury retrograde, we know that. But I just want to make a point that it doesn't have to be complicated. Is it truly complicated, or are you making it complicated? That's always the big question. So knowing love language, what we want to give and what we want to receive can be 2 different and distinct. Yeah, absolutely, Shen. 100%. 100%. Most people are just not comfortable receiving. That's why we overgive. That's why we take control. You know, I don't want to get into the spiciness of this part of the conversation, but it even happens on a physical level in relationships. When people feel awkward receiving, they try to take control of even the physical aspect and wanting to please. And then what happens? You've swapped the roles of the masculine and feminine energy, and then that person runs. They ghost because they don't feel good enough for what you're giving. So if there's no balance in this, you're going to find yourself with somebody who's ghosting and running and not giving you, you know, the balance. You finally realize that you can't give everything of yourself. Yeah, age 48. Everybody realizes at a different age, for sure. You know? You've looked after others since you were 14. Now you understand why you're always exhausted. You know, I was trying to find a word for that stuff. I was trying to be diplomatic here, you know. They don't have the capacity to give. The synchronicity of talking about tools and communication is mind-blowing. Just posted about it. Oh, interesting, James. There you go. You know, if you overdrive it, makes it less special. Yes, and you end up not having as much to give the ones you love most. 100%. Hi, Henry. How are you? Well, we're not totally spicy, but it pops up. No pun intended. Every now and again, right? Okay. So what should we focus on today? 4 of Wands, 11-11. 11-11. Are you willing to be in new energy? That's the question. Are you willing to be open and ready for new things? Are you willing to find balance? We just talked about this, equal giving and receiving. That's right, Alex, for sure. A little surprise. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. So the recent past is 6 of Earth. 6 of Earth, go figure. Equal giving and receiving in balance. You see the theme here? If you're overgiving to everybody right now, check yourself. Also, keep in mind, if you're thinking about, Thanksgiving or the holidays, it doesn't have to be those specific dates. However, this is the time of year. isn't it always time with family and friends that brings these things to the surface, where you realize you've been overgiving, or there's no boundaries, or there's maybe like boundaries that need to be implemented again, you know? So, good evening. I appreciate you watching. I mean, look, there's people are bringing out the things in us right now that might be a little sensitive, you know, boundaries or tension. So I wish everybody a peaceful time during these holidays. But if not, you have to stay calm, cool, and collected, and you got to stay strong. Now, by the way, we laugh about this card. I know it'll make everybody laugh, but let me just remind you that the bear is about somebody who is strong, large, hairy, affluent, and muscular, if this applies to any of you. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I appreciate it. Thank you, Becca, for encouraging the likes. And I do appreciate for the likes in these lives. It does help people find my videos and the algorithm. So thank you. But how do you know that you have everything in balance? So Wanda, do you feel at peace, at ease? That cat loves a bear for sure. We need the beaver card. Yes, we do. For some balance, Look, if you're feeling at peace, you feel like you know where you stand. You are not feeling like you're overgiving and people pleasing and just exhausted. I think that's kind of how you know. So it all depends on the person and the level of tension, So, hi, Mina. How are you? Yeah, these are posted, Paul. Yeah, these are posted after the live is finished. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Anne. Enjoy. Anne just made a very good point. Grateful to be alive and have food, So let's see, what is the strength position? The strength position is 10 of water, 10 of cups. Look, it's one thing to ask for happiness, another thing to allow it. And I said this in the video that's uploading to YouTube right now. Look, if you are wanting the happiness, you want the abundance, what's getting in your way of having it? I mean, a really good question here. What's getting in the way? And I asked you earlier about complications. Is it truly complicated, or are you just making it complicated? You're exhausted, but you're coming out of it. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, thank you, Erin. I appreciate it. How are you doing? So we want happiness. You saw 10-10, Becca, in that video today, I talked about 10-10. So a lot of these things that we're talking about now are really on par with what I filmed this afternoon. And you guys will see that soon, like I said, when it's posted. Look, here's the victory. But here's the problem with victory. When you get something you want, you don't know what to do with it. If it feels out of your norm, even if it's not comfortable, you go, why, me? I can have this? Really? I can really have this? Like, it just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Why aren't men more authentic, Steph? Oh, you're saying chest hair, beard, scruff. It's weird when they shave. I don't know, Steph. I mean, some people like men with beards or without beards. I personally like facial hair. But to each their own, I guess. I thought when you were saying why aren't men more authentic, I was gonna say, well, women need to be authentic too. But I knew where you're coming from. You're talking about like the scruffy, manly men stereotype, or what you could say is expectation. Happy Thanksgiving, Houdini. Yeah, you've been seeing 10-10 a lot. I think a lot of people have. Yeah. James just said 44 still can't grow a mustache. You know what's interesting, James? It depends on the person. It really depends on the person. My grandfather, he could only grow a mustache, but no beard. He had the softest baby smooth face, but he could grow a mustache. You struggle with how much we control versus how much the universe controls. It keeps me from doing anything significant. So, Emmeline, a lot of that has to do with not making a decision. A lot of the times people are afraid to generally just make a decision and see what happens. So sometimes we want to control things and we don't make moves based on fear. So I think people in general always want to control things, but the control is what stops everything from happening, So I appreciate it, Phoenix. So Garns just said, I don't like hairy men. You like clean shaven. Not like Magnum PI. Everybody has a preference. Everybody has a preference. Happy Thanksgiving, Kat. So let's see. Let's take a look at the near future. Good afternoon. Okay, let's take a look at the near future. And we have the Ace of Water. Now, we had the Ace of Swords earlier, and now we have the Ace of Cups. This is all about a brand new emotional beginning, and this is what is necessary for the Two of Cups. You can't have two cups without one cup. Do you fill your own cup? Do you feel good in your own skin? Are you working on things emotionally? Are you becoming more emotionally available? You know, this came up today when I was speaking to somebody about the idea that sometimes people pick emotionally unavailable people because they themselves are emotionally unavailable. There's safety in picking somebody who's not ready or not available. Even though it's not comfortable and we hate it, it serves a purpose to keep us stuck, or it gives us an excuse. And so you have to ask yourself, are you yourself truly open emotionally, even available to pursuing new connections? And I think if people are really honest with themselves, they'll be able to answer it very, very quickly. Yeah, Suzette, we have to fill our own cup, always, always. But we also have to be willing to get out of the comfort zone in regards to vulnerability. You know? What is deep meaning of let the things happen? Universe take care of anybody in the best way when the person is authentic. So Ilza, here's the thing about intention. And hi, Chuck. I was talking to somebody about manifestation today. And that's how we got into the conversation of being of service, because somebody had given the advice of, well, to manifest, be of service to others. And yes and no, a typical Kelly answer, yes and no. You say you're open, but why do I always fall for guys who are in relationships? So, Anne-Marie, I'm going to say this very respectfully. You think you're open. But if you're falling for people who are in relationships, there's safety in the fact that they're not available, which means ultimately you're not really available. You know, we also allow certain things to reinforce where we're at. It is okay to love yourself before loving others, Wanda. It's a double-edged sword in this. Yes, you should always work on yourself, but that isn't an excuse to not put yourself out there in relationships or in dating. Because a lot of the times people will say things like, well, I have to work on myself before I go and date anybody else. And yeah, you should work on yourself. That's something I think every human being is I don't want to say, I don't want to should on anyone, but is important. Self-work, right? But how will you get the experience? How will you get better if you don't put yourself out there? It's like when somebody reads all the self-help books, they watch all the videos, they talk about all these things and then don't implement. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't implement that knowledge, what good is it? It's like a teacher who gets in front of the classroom and knows all the curriculum but can't teach it in a way that implements. Hi, Mama Habibti, how are you? So it's a matter of taking action. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with focusing on yourself. At the same time, you can't use that as a reason to not open yourself up to possibilities. You want to heal before you consider anyone new. Don't want to bleed on the innocent. So, Phoenix, please take what I say with respect. That energy that says, I don't want to bleed on anyone else, let the other person decide whether they want to enter a relationship or healing with you. Because that's a projection of fear that I won't be able to give to you. I'm going to bleed on you. And I understand you're healing and you walked away from an abusive narcissist 9 months ago for 7 years. Understand that, Phoenix. I don't disagree in that context. I'm just saying in general that it's not about worrying about the other person. It's worrying about yourself, putting yourself in the best energy. Oh, that's okay, Emma. No worries. Relationship is a good arena to test if we really learned loving ourselves 100%, because your boundaries get better as you go. Yeah, I understand, Phoenix. I can help you with things like this, but that's something that's up to you, and it does take time. You manifested that guy you sparked with, and then you ran away once you met him. You manifest health being restored also. Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. You ask for happiness, but then at the same time, it's scary, right? So totally get it. You've had the biggest tower moment and it was a hard month, but you stumbled on my videos. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that, Indigo. I appreciate that. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, filling our own cup. And we have here the Devil. So here's my point. How many of you are getting in your own way of your emotional health? You're filling your own cup. Because the Devil card can be restrictions, addictions, codependency, and self-sabotage even. This does say King of Earth on here, meaning it is a long road. It's a long journey. You're going to get from point A to point B regardless, just so you know. You will. It all depends on how quickly you want to get to point B. You know? The right person will find you when you're not focused on them. That's true too, Phoenix. But the thing is this, when you're truly open and you've worked on that, you will see how things shift pretty quickly. But it all depends on how much we want to grow and change. But I understand when the situation is about narcissism or abuse, that's something I take very seriously. So again, nothing happens overnight, but anything is possible with the right kind of help and the right kind of timing. It can happen. Why we give big love, but they give us broken heart. So Mama Habibti, this is what it is. I just talked about it. Hi, Mike. What this is about is the fact that we overgive. And I talked about it earlier in this live. And when this is posted, you can always go back to this video and watch it. But overgiving is the root of most problems. Waiting is one of the roots of most problems. People who want to wait for somebody to come in, wait for somebody to love us, wait for somebody to choose us. So overgiving, waiting, those are the things that I would always advise against. So your person has gone quiet. Well, that could be very well that the person doesn't have capacity, Emma, and that's the issue. Happy Thanksgiving, Mike. I appreciate you being here. So let's see what is the waiting is your biggest problem. Well, what are we waiting on, Emmeline? This is the thing. People are waiting out of fear, waiting to be chosen, waiting for change to happen. Oh, it's because, Phoenix, I have 3 platforms going. I have TikTok, I have YouTube, and I have Instagram. So if you're not seeing comments on any of these platforms, it's not because I'm ignoring yours or you're not seeing them for a reason. It's because I'm on 3 different platforms. Time waits on nobody. Let's put it that way. Okay. So happy Thanksgiving, Rhonda. How are you? So let's take a look at, thanks, Ronnie. The suggested approach is boundaries, Queen of Swords. Again, another card from the reading that's uploading right now. Objective decision-making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. The universe definitely has a sense of humor. Not enough capacity, yes. Which is someone you don't want in your life. You know, I use that word all the time, and I've had so many people, hi, Daily Bread of Life. I've had so many people say to me, thank you for using the word capacity, because that's what it comes down to. People don't always have the capacity. And I would bet you that you also at times don't have the capacity. Hi, Nita. You're terrible for waiting and people pleasing, but you hate the power not being in your hands because you were born into a culture of destruction and it's terrifying to trust again. I totally understand, Joanne. I really do. Nick just said the universe has a British sense of humor. Nick, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm laughing. But the universe does have a sense of humor, you know? Oh, thank you, Mama. I appreciate it. Yeah, the universe, like 1,000,000% has a sense of humor. I know. But sometimes, you know, think of the moments where you really just sit there and you laugh at the universe and you go, oh my goodness, like really right now? Becca just said, yes. What do you mean, Nick? Says British Becca. Yeah, we all falter in capacity at some point. We sure do. Your waiting and boundaries. Yeah, I totally get it. You know? So let's see. Let's see what else we need to know. The lighthouse. We're divinely guided. Everything's going to be okay. 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 Everything Do you believe that it's going to be okay? You have to believe that everything is going to work out the way that I know. Monty Python and Mr. Bean. I know. I love Mr. Bean. I don't know if anybody could say they don't like Mr. Bean, although it is possible. But I have to admit, that does make me laugh. Can I talk about karma? Well, I can tell you. Oh, thank you so much, Junior. I really appreciate it. I will tell you what I think about karma. My cat's name is Karma, actually. She came with that name. I didn't name her that, but that's a whole side note. Look, I always say this. Please don't ever try to be judge, jury, and executioner. Do not wish anybody anything. Do not wish bad on anything. You don't like Mr. Bean, Becca? I'm curious, how come? I'm curious. I'm hearing a lot of I love Mr. Beans. Nick says, sending love, Becca. Because when we start wishing people things, that's karma. If you wish somebody bad, or I hope they get theirs, I hope he gets this, I hope she gets that. Hi, Laura. Happy Thanksgiving. You know, you're just gonna invite things back at you. You know? So I always say don't should on anyone. Yeah, I loved Mr. Bean too. You love Monty Python? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's take a look at what do we need to know right now. What do we need to know? You don't like Mr. Bean? You love Rowan Atkinson. Yeah. Do you like Rowan Atkinson and Johnny English? I believe it was Johnny English. Yeah, why waste the energy on someone else? Look, the universe never loses an address. That's my whole point about karma. The universe never loses an address. Do not be judge, jury, and executioner, because the universe will always take it over, right? As in, like, they'll take care of it all. You just never found them funny? Wallace and Gromit? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, John. How are you? I appreciate it. You're a Scorpio? Oh, I love Scorpios, John. As a Virgo, I always feel like we really understand Scorpios. You love British people, Sarah? The guy you met was British? That was so crazy that you met him. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Oh, Three Stooges? Yes. Old school comedy. Yes. Yeah, Johnny English. That was a funny movie. That's true, Joanne. You're absolutely right. You're a Taurus woman, Mama? I understand. I always say I have a PhD in T in Taurus. I definitely understand Taurus too. Hi, Val. Exactly, Shell. What goes around comes around. Hi, Martin. How are you? I'm wearing the same color as you today? Nice. We're in sync today. The guy you meet, he would have a British accent. How many of you like accents? That's a good question. Like, how many of you are attracted to a specific accent? You know, like everybody has their thing. Well, Daily Bread of Life, we're doing a general collective reading. So this is meant to be for everybody. So your specific situation, maybe there's something that will come up in this reading. You're a Taurus. You have a Taurus moon. I understand Taurus very, very. Okay, so many of you do like, yeah, Paul's calling me the Taurus expert. I appreciate that. You love accents? Is there a specific accent? Okay, Joanne says Scottish accent. Happy Thanksgiving, yes. You're British and a Scorpio. Nice. Oh, thank you so much, Diksha. I really appreciate it. You like a Latin accent or Australian? You love accents, Nick? I'm partial to the Middle Eastern accent. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like various accents, but my soul kind of is on the other side of the world, I feel like. You like a British accent, Ireland, Australian, drive safely, Val. North Welsh accent, American Southern. No, I've never visited Egypt. I would love to visit Egypt, though. You grew up in California? Valley girl, surfer dude? Yeah, totally. Say, I know Becca and I share the same the same affinity. Yes. I mean, I loved watching Love is Blind Habibi, not gonna lie. You like a Russian accent, Scottish, French, English accent. I'm sure Egypt is beautiful, Renata. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You love Russian accents, listening to someone sounds like, you know what makes me laugh though, is that whenever I've never heard people, and I feel bad saying this, I never hear people say that they love a German accent. And German is my heritage. Like my father was born in Northern Germany. I just got back from Germany. Everybody always tells me that they think it sounds so harsh. And I kind of laugh because I'm used to it because that's what I grew up listening to. But I've never heard anybody go, "Ooh, that's one sexy German accent," you know? Oh, I'm so sorry, Laura. Sending you lots of love in regards to your grandma. Oh, I would love that, Mama. Oh, you're a tour guide? Nice. Let's see, what do we need to know? There are a lot of different accents in Britain. Yes. I mean, listen, Canada, where I'm from, is so multicultural. I mean, like Toronto alone, my goodness. You can hear so many different accents here. It's amazing. Yeah, the German accent is deep. People always say it's a very harsh sound, you know? But I never hear anybody say, "Oh, I just love hearing the word bratwurst," or you know, like, I mean, maybe they like bratwurst, but we know why. But we never hear anybody, you know, like really think of these German words, these long German words, and go, "Ooh, that's sexy," you know. But the German language is not considered to be the sexiest language, you know. But listen, I mean, it is what it is. It sounds like they're fussing at you when they're saying "I love you." Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it sounds harsh, you know? You know? So I think you'd be surprised where everybody's from. We just had some people say a sauerbraten. Yeah, Daryl. I mean, like all of these things, you know, some of these German words are super, super long. Happy Thanksgiving, Emily. If you don't mind, guys, put in the chat where you're all from. You know, someone just said, "Well, am I the only African here? I'm the only Indian here." I don't think that's always true. You'd be surprised where everybody's from. So just for interest's sake, maybe just say where you're from. A Spanish accent is nice. Italian accent, yeah. Russian can sound harsh as well, yeah. Nebraska. You and your partner of 25 years getting married Saturday of 20. That's amazing. South Africa. Connie's in Canada, British, Canadian, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. Like, yeah, butterfly. Yeah, exactly. Schmetterling. There you go. Sierra Leone, amazing. North Carolina. I speak French. I was a French teacher. Youngstown, Ohio, India. Ich liebe dich. Ja, Suzette. Scottish or Norwegian, England, Australia, Leeds, Yorkshire, UK. Born in Illinois, grew up in California, lived in Oregon, Alaska, now Michigan. You miss Alaska. A lot of people say that. Portugal. I was just talking about going to Portugal, actually. The UK, Iran. Nada. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. Great food as well. Very warm people. California, New York, Bangladesh, Sweden, Madeira Island. I love New Orleans. New Orleans. Puerto Rican, Irish, Italian, Ireland, Manitoba. My cousin in Manitoba, Jody. I love it. Norway. You love Canada? Yeah, it is very similar. Palestine. Germany and living in the Netherlands. Your grandmother's from Germany? Belcher Islands. It's amazing where everybody's from. You're in Manitoba? There you go. My cousin Jody's in Manitoba too. No, I've never visited Iran, but I have people close to me. Actually, someone who just visited Iran very recently. You'd love to live in Greece. I'm sure it's beautiful there too. America, Colorado looks amazing. Yeah, New Orleans and Oregon. I do, Brian. I have the best online family. Montreal, Quebec, yes, Montreal, Saskatchewan, Calgary, and British Columbia. I've never been to India, but I've got friends who've been. New Zealand. Yeah. Kelly was Persian in a past life, maybe. I love Persian food. I have Persian friends, Middle Eastern friends. Yes. Yeah, I love that side of the world. I do. But I think there's so many beautiful places all over the world. It's not even just one place. The one thing that always unites us is the fact that we're all human. And that's the beauty of the human condition, right? Is this my first live, John? No, I've got a few other lives already posted on YouTube from New York City. Actually, I'd like to go to Calgary. I haven't been to Calgary. So let's see. What do we need to know today? What do we need to know? And we have here 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles. Look, the seed is planted. It's not going to harvest overnight. It will in due time, you know, but everything will be okay. And I have to travel all over the world. Yes, yes. We always used to joke that I would do like a tour, you know, imagine like I would go visit everybody in our online family and pull cards and eat good food and Irish, Bengali, yeah, American, and a little bit from Spain, also Canadian. Nice. I know, Alex, it's all about patience, right? The seeds are well planted. It says a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So if you're feeling that worry and anxiety, you've got to try to curb that. Try to spark new energy for yourself. First stop, Manitoba. That's right, Jody. Jody, I got to come visit you. I know, I know. Hi, Angie. What's the best way to learn tarot? You know what it was for me? It was watching. It was studying and just trying, you know? So one of these days, I think what I'm going to do is make videos on how to read tarot. I thought about this recently. I'm a teacher. Why am I not teaching tarot? So I would, oh, you're sweet, Trish. I would love to visit you all. I really would. I appreciate that. Sarah, what do I do? I'm a high school teacher by trade. I read cards, but I also do counseling with people. We do a lot of things. We talk life. Yeah, Emlyn, I would say this. The Rider Waite is what everybody kind of traditionally feels they have to start with, but I would say go to a deck with an E, just to clarify, that you feel drawn to. The imagery, the style of the cards, that to me is more important than anything, you know? You can read tarot, you're just camera shy. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Nice. Hello, my friend. How are you? You're a teacher too? I taught high school for about 19 years, and I left my teaching career to work online. Hi, Ankita. How are you? Oh, thank you, John. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Deborah, for your kind words. Oh, I would love to, Chuck, I would love to come to Colorado. I really would. What are my thoughts on PTSD? I talk to people frequently with PTSD. I mean, PTSD can be from so many things. You know, a tarot workshop, I've done that before. I could do that again, but I think what I'm going to do is start making some content also on reading tarot. I have lots of ideas. I've got lots of creativity in me. I have many hats, Laura. I have many hats. I do. The whip, don't get excited. The whip is all about repetitive energy. Look, if your anxiety is keeping you from moving forward and you're repeating things over and over and over again, you've got to think of something. I know Nick gave me the eyes. He gave me the eyes. I know whenever the handcuffs come out, I know Nick's gonna like, he's gonna say something or give me the look. This is all about not repeating old cycles, you know? Oh, nice, Sarah. So let's see, what is the hope and or fear? What is the hope and or fear? Ah, the Sun. It's the yes card, the happiest card in the deck. I'm doing a general collective reading, Sam, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This will be posted live on YouTube as soon as I finish. But this says happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Look, you have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? Who will? Do you exude the confidence? You know, I always say this, and I haven't actually said it for a while, but I want to remind you something. Do you think people look at someone randomly and go, oh, I just love their lack of confidence, sign me up? People who walk around with confidence, their head up, looking, you know, not in their phone, but looking at the world, looking at people. That is what brings confidence. If we're trying to hide, it doesn't bring the things that we want. I used to say this about being a teacher. You know, in the first day of school, I always knew who the confident kids were because the kids who sit in the back are the ones hiding. And what's funny about that is that I can see them much more clearly than the kids at the front. The kids at the front, I don't see them the same way, like visually. People think if you sit at the front, you're going to be seen. No, it's the people in the back you see even more, you know? So, have they ever watched my channel? High school students, former students have, Sarah. Yeah. You were going through YouTube and found me. Can you ask a couple of questions to be answered by you through tarot? I can, Ankita. Right now I'm doing a general collective live for everybody, but if you want a personal reading with me, absolutely. Absolutely. You were the kid at the back? I was the kid who sat in the middle. Oh, I know. You know what? My red necklace, I forgot to put my necklace on today. I thought about that just before I hit the live button. I will do that. Yeah, I'll do that, Emlyn. I'll make the videos on tarot. You were in the front. I think everybody has their spot. You know what I mean? Like, I think people assume that if you sit in the front that you're like trying to suck up or something. But honestly, I can't see the people in the front. You always see the people in the back, you know? Oh, you were sat like alphabetically, Shen? I never put students alphabetically. You know what I did? This is how sneaky I was. I let people sit whatever they want. Oh, perfect, Ankita. The link to my website is in the description box, usually of my videos, kellylorraine111.com. I just got to verify with TikTok here that it's me. You sat closest to the door. I liked being close to the door too, because I like to be able to like go to the bathroom, like, you know, get up and go. But no, oh, thank you, Wanda. I appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving, Tim. What I found is that if I let people sit wherever they wanted, I could watch to see how they behave with the people around them. I knew the first day. I knew the first day how they were going to do. You know? You always sit at the front. That way you don't feel guilty about asking questions. Yeah, I mean, listen, everybody, again, has their thing. But I used to walk in the first day, do my Oscar-winning performance, as I called it, where I'd be like a little bit hard to start. I mean, like friendly, but like hammer home the expectations. And then I would let everybody just talk for the last 15 minutes by themselves, talk to their students, friends around them, whatever, meet new people. I'd go around the room and ask questions and get to know them. And I would just watch their body language to see who they're talking to, how they're talking. And that way I could gauge where this was going to go. You can always tell based on the first day, you know? Oh, thank you, Tim. You're very kind. You sat in the back so you can catch up on your sleep. Steph, it would have been so obvious. But when a teacher shuffles the seating arrangement, you're the happiest. When you're in the first row, you felt seen and heard. Hey, listen, like I said, everybody has theirs. I'm very observant, Ronnie. I swear, it's my Virgo. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. It's my Virgo and maybe Sag too, but Sag rising. But I think it's my Mars and Scorpio even. Got a little bit of that in me. Virgo detective, CIA, FBI, exactly. Who's going to give me trouble? You know what's funny, Nick? They never gave me trouble. They never gave me trouble. I had great relationships with my students. They always were respectful to me. And there's a reason for that. It's because I was respectful to them. I didn't walk in with an ego. I didn't, demand that they treat me well. It was that I was kind to them and I treated them like a human being. I didn't treat them like a kid. I didn't treat them like a student number. I wanted to get to know them. I wanted to know what they liked, what sports they played, what movie they watched last night, what were they doing on the weekend with their friends. It's kind of like how we are here on live. You know that I don't really have trolls. I mean, yeah, okay, please excuse me, YouTube, when I say this. There's a different type of commentary that does come through YouTube Live, I'd say, than other ones. But I don't really have that issue because my energy doesn't invite it. It's not something that I'm gonna like lose my cool over, you know? You are a smart ass. And you know what's funny, Steph? I would have been a smart ass with you. My sarcasm is my best friend. So when I want to, I can joke with the best of them in that aspect. Maybe that's my Sag rising, but I used to love bantering with students and laughing and joking and, having fun. You know, you can be serious when you want to be serious. I always say I'm business when I'm business, I'm social when I'm social. And if you know this about me, when I'm business, I'm serious. When I'm social, I'm totally social. Bye, Deborah. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Kashisha. I appreciate it. Yeah, they can try, but they'll get hack. That's right. Hard ass Kelly. That's right. You treat people the way you want to be treated. Yeah, it's a family thing, Jody. There you go. I'm just one of those people that is going to give the respect until it's not warranted. And if it's not warranted, you'll know. You'll know. You know, you were very quiet. No one ever knew you were there. Well, I like to make people feel seen and also heard. You know, it's important to me. Oh, thank you, Diksha. I appreciate it. You're a Leo and you're the same way? Nice. Oh, it's so nice to see you, Yvette, though. Yeah, it's happy to see you too. You know, a smile is contagious. I appreciate you saying that. I do speak from my heart, Daily. Thank you. I really do. I love what I do. The Sun card is a yes card, but the fear here is all about worry and anxiety. And look, you have two perspectives here. You can trust the process or you can worry and try to control everything. Oh, you're in the Netherlands? Beautiful. I appreciate that you love watching. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tim. Thank you. Oh, God bless you too, Daily. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. You weren't challenged enough. So when they moved you up to honors classes, so you could mess around, you couldn't mess around anymore. But that's the thing about challenging. Challenging isn't just curriculum. Challenging is humanity. It's interaction. It's connection. There you go. Exactly, Nick. I get it. You know, this is what I say. People allow me to challenge them. Every day that I get to do sessions or I get to do lives, you allow me to challenge you. And I'm so blessed because sometimes the things that I have to say are not easy, but you let me do it. And I think it's because you know it's coming from my heart, because I genuinely want the best for you. I would never tell you something that I don't do personally or that I wouldn't do personally. I want everybody to have success because you're a reflection of me and I'm a reflection of you. So it's totally up to you in believing in yourself, you know, and allowing somebody to challenge you. You had an English teacher who challenged you. It was the best thing that ever happened. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I was an English teacher. I was a French teacher. I was a business teacher, mostly French teacher for the majority of my career. So I have a lot of memories of grade 9 French teaching. Celeste, how are you? It's so nice to see you. I hope all is well. Happy Thanksgiving to you. So let's see. What is the probable outcome based on this energy? Okay, the Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth is all about stability. It's the Queen of Pentacles. She loves her family and home. She also likes nice things, but she's generous. That's how you feel about your friends. You always cheer them on and hype them up. It does make a difference because that's the thing. I'm not a fan of jealousy. There's a difference between jealousy and envy. Envious means I'd like to have what you have, but I don't hate you for it. Jealousy is when somebody kind of hates you because they want to be you or have what you have. Yeah, Emily, I totally understand what you're saying. But the Queen of Pentacles here says, make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. It's stability. It's wanting stability. It's feeling stable, you know? Oh, I'm happy to see you too, Celeste. Really nice to see when people pop in. We haven't connected in a while. Always makes me happy. And, well, the proposal, going to the next level. You know, I've been getting a lot of little mini readings lately about proposals and communication, and I know that's the common theme. We hear it in so many tarot readings online. But what I want to remind you is, if you want to go to the next level, you got to make sure your boundaries are strong, you believe in yourself, and you don't get in your own way. Hi, Annette. I'm well, thank you. How are you? And going to the next level doesn't have to mean in regards to a relationship or a specific person. It can be anything. If it is a specific person, make sure that they're coming correct and that you're coming correct also. That's the key. Makes sense? Good, I'm glad. So tell me, everybody, what are the plans for the rest of your day, your evening? So much sense, it makes dollars. You got it. You got it. You know, all of these things are going to work out exactly the way that they're supposed to. Engagement with yourself. I said to somebody recently, chase yourself. Don't chase others, chase yourself. I appreciate that, Daily. That's very, very kind. So, it's 3 a.m. in India. You must be tired, Diksha. You're going to eat. Nice. You need to clean before everyone arrives for dinner. Making butternut squash and sweet potatoes. Oh, that sounds wonderful. You're watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. It's late there, Renata. I hope you have a great evening. Chase yourself, always. Yes, yes, yes. Heading over to see family soon for a little visit. Nice, Chuck. I wish you a wonderful Thanksgiving. You just had eye surgery, so you have to rest today. Make sure you do, Shell. Eyes are important. Making dinner and relaxing sounds wonderful, Jose. Reading a book and then going to sleep. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Off to work, then trying to find a restaurant. Oh, I hope you find it, Trish. You will. Have a good night, Aaron. I appreciate it. Laying turf in 98% humidity. Oh, that's hot. You're going to take a nap, Brenda? Watching the National Dog. That's always interesting, actually, watching the National Dog Show. Yeah, could be Becca. There you go. Oh, thank you, Delia. I really appreciate it. You're very kind. Well, you too, Steph. Good night, Pauline. Working and then going to pick up winter tires? Yeah, it's coming soon, James, the snow, for sure. After 15 years. Well, stay strong in your boundaries, Yvette. Thank you, Renata. I appreciate it. What am I doing this evening? I have some work to do. I'm going to eat dinner soon, and I would like to relax. Good for you, Maddie. Good for you. So have a wonderful birthday, Trish. Sending you lots of love. You're going to watch some Big Bang Theory? Nice. Thank you, Chuck. Have a wonderful evening. I'm not going to be doing a new moon Zoom, but we're going to be doing a full moon Zoom. Maybe we should switch it up and do a new moon Zoom. That could be a good idea too. I'm sure it's cold. Stay warm, Jody. Thanks, James. I appreciate it. Happy to see you. I love you too, Jody. Traditional Thanksgiving dinner, Daryl. Enjoy. Enjoy. Oh my goodness. I love Thanksgiving dinner. Good night, Ronnie. I hope so too. I haven't planned it yet, Jose, but I will. Maybe I'll have some steak for dinner. We'll see. Oh, are you, Nick? I think Nick has a little bit of pip today. Passion in the pants. Thank you, Renata. I'll be live again soon one day. Cycling and fishing tomorrow. Perks of living in a tropical country. Yes, absolutely. Sounds wonderful. Good to see you too. All right, everybody. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. And again, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your dinner. Oh my goodness, Mira. Mira, I've been thinking about you. How are you? We have to catch up. Yep, time for healing, Yvette. Always, always. Oh, I don't know, Daily. For dinner, I might have some steak and some vegetables, maybe. Enjoy, Emlyn. Enjoy. Thanks, Suzette. Yeah, I know. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada at the same time. Ours is in October. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. Thanks, Brenda. You have a great evening too, Kat. A lot of work to do. I can imagine, Miro. I'm sure you've been busy. I've been very busy too. We have to catch up. I'll message you. I'll message you. All right, everybody. I got to run. So I'm going to say goodbye to all 3 platforms. I'll start with IG, Instagram. Thank you so much for your kindness. I'll talk to you all very soon and happy Thanksgiving. Take care. Bye. Oh, Miro, thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll catch up. I'll message you. I'll message you as soon as I'm off. Okay, YouTube, take care. I will see you all very soon, and I appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.